Hollywood is indelibly printed in our minds as the go-to place for entertainment, and has been for decades. When there really did seem to be more stars in Hollywood than in heaven, Hollywood Stage had them performing films as radio plays, on the sponsor's dime, of course. The Hollywood ringmaster himself, Cecil B. DeMille, unveils the treasures and the stars for you, right here.
Lux presents Hollywood. The Lux Radio Theater brings you Francho Tone and Ann Baxter in 5 Graves to Cairo, with Otto Preminger, J. Carroll Nash, and Fortunio Bonanova. Ladies and gentlemen, your producer, Mr. Cecil B. DeMille.
Greetings from Hollywood, ladies and gentlemen. All the world loves a lover, and all the world loves a mystery. Tonight we make everybody doubly happy by combining romance and mystery in 5 Graves to Cairo. And we have the same stars who made millions of hearts skip a beat with their adventures in that Paramount picture, Francho Tone and Ann Baxter. This week we borrowed Francho from the cast of the new Paramount hit, True to Life. The studio grapevine has a way of picking up advance tips on promising pictures, and my spies all reported that producer Charles Brackett and director Billy Wilder had created a triumph of suspense in 5 Graves to Cairo. So we had our bid in for the radio rights before the shooting had even finished. The setting of the play is the Egyptian desert at the high tide of the German advance, and the people are a British soldier, a young French girl, and a rather well-known Nazi general, Marshal Erwin Rommel. We invite you to join our hero in matching wits with the Marshal and turn your ingenuity on the strange secret of the 5 graves in the African sand. As a prime example of American ingenuity, I point to an Air Force sergeant in New Guinea who has sent his mother in Kentucky a snapshot showing his tent with a box of Lux Flakes in a prominent position. He's made a mattress by stuffing a sheet with grass, built a table and chair, and rigged up a washing machine out of a discarded oil drum. And he writes that with Lux Flakes, this unique washing machine beats washing on a board by, quote, 2 gallons of sweat, unquote. Our thanks to his mother for this late communique from New Guinea. We turn now to North Africa as the curtain rises on the first act of 5 Graves to Cairo, starring Francho Tone as Corporal Bramble and Ann Baxter as Moosh, with Otto Preminger as Marshal Rommel, J. Carroll Nash as Farid, and Fortunio Bonanova as General Sebastiano. In June of 1942, the British Eighth Army was defeated in Egypt. Tobruk had fallen. The victorious Rommel and his Africa Corps had mounted an offensive that was pounding the British back step by step toward Cairo and the Suez Canal. On the desert, between the British and the German lines, stood the town of Sidi Hellfire, ablaze with heat, which rose in waves from the dead street and the dead buildings. No creature moved. No sound was heard. And then, far across the desert, a figure wove its way through the scorching sand. His uniform hung in tatters from his bruised and bloody body, and yet he stumbled on, falling, crawling on his hands and knees. From a window in the Empress of Britain Hotel, the native proprietor watched the figure approach the town, watched with wondering, fearful eyes.
Moosh! Moosh, look!
What is it?
He's coming here. A British soldier.
Is this divisional headquarters? I said, is this divisional headquarters?
No, this is hotel, sir.
I wish to speak to the commanding officer quickly, please.
But the British have gone, sir.
What's the matter with him, Farid?
Fever, sunstroke. Listen, the British
Corporal John Bramble reporting, sir. Royal Tank Regiment stationed at Tobruk. You've been in Tobruk, sir? Hottest blister on the devil's heel. We joined operations last night near Bir Hakeem. Looked like a frolic, sir. We thought we had those...
Sample complete. Ready to continue?